Hello student, today we are going to learn some input restriction in for. That means we can apply this restriction to any input element. A list of some common restriction is given here which can be used for validation purpose. For a restriction purpose, some attributes are required to use in input tag. These attributes are: first, disabled. Disabled attribute is used to create disabled field. That means that input field should be disabled. Whenever we want to create disabled field, in that case we can use this attribute. Disable attribute generally disable the output in browser's window. When user remove that attribute, at that time only we can enter the text, we can click that field when we remove the disabled attribute. That means if user want to create disabled attribute, then we should put disabled attribute in input tag. Second attribute is max. If user want to specify the maximum value for input, then max equals to specific maximum value can be set. Mostly max attribute is along with min attribute. Next attribute is min attribute. That means minimum, to set minimum value for input field, this attribute is used. When user want to set minimum and maximum value, then both attributes should be used, that is max and min. Then next attribute for input restriction is pattern. Pattern, if user want to give input values in specific range or specific regular expression, then pattern can be set with the help of this pattern attribute, such as pattern equals to, in square bracket we can set some letters or numbers as a pattern. Then after that in curly bracket we can set range value, that is provided with this pattern attribute. That means if user want to set some pattern for contact number, or if user want to set pattern for any code, then pattern attribute can be used. Then next attribute is read only. Read and only attribute, if user want to create a field that is read only, that is user cannot able to change the content, then we can design the field, input field, with the help of this read only attribute. That means if we does not want to give permission to make changes in particular field, then read only attribute, read only field can be, input field can be created with this read only attribute. Then next attribute is placeholder. Placeholder attribute is act as a temporary label for input field. Means it does not require external label or label tag, such as if we want to create a text field to enter your name, then outside input tag we should write there enter your name. Instead of that label enter your name, we can use this placeholder attribute, and using that placeholder attribute we can write some text, that is which purpose we use this field, that can be write with the help of this placeholder, that is display inside that field, and after we enter that value, that content text field will be removed, the content will be automatically removed. Then next attribute is required. If we want to create a input field that is must or it is compulsory to put value, then required attribute can be used. Then next restriction attribute is autocomplete. Autocomplete attribute, actually it can be used in form or in input field where we have we can provide autocomplete on or off. That means the autocomplete value, if we provide it as on, then automatically that content or some hint is provided to the user. Then next attribute is autofocus. Autofocus attribute, generally if user want to focus on specific field when page is loaded in browser window, at that time autofocus attribute can be used. Then next attribute is height and width. Mostly it is used in graphical image icon. That is, it is used to set an width and height of an img particular when user want to create image as a button. That means if user want to create submit button with image, graphical image, then we can create input type is equal to image, src equals to path of image, then height and width can be set in such a case. Then next field is multiple attribute. Generally if user want to enter more than one value for specific field, then multiple attribute can be used along with that field. That means such as email address, more than one email address can accept, or file uploading of, in case of file uploading, more than one file if we want to access the upload, then in such a case we can use this multiple attribute. Means it allow to enter more than one value for user. Mostly particularly for uploading different types of file it can be used. Okay, these are some input restrictions. Then next some other useful attributes can also used with input tag are id and class. This id attribute, generally it is used to identify the HTML element uniquely. That means it is used to set unique id. Unique id is set through this particular id attribute. For HTML document or through the document object model, we can set the unique id number for any input element. Then next attribute is class. Class attribute mostly generally used to apply CSS style. CSS style, generally any input individual input element requires any new style CSS property can be set with the help of this class attribute. CSS means cascading style sheet, and in next lecture we have to learn CSS, its types, then how it is used as a class, as a ID. We can learn in CSS topic. Then next we have to design this particular output is provided here, different form element, with the help of different form element and some restrictions of a particular input element can be used. In such a case we have applied display some particular fields. Name, in front of name we have to create text box. Then email, in front of email we have to create mailbox. Then particularly mail box means it displays as a text box, but we should set the type as email. Then next input field is date of inspection. Then input type is equal to date should be provided for such a field. Then office time. Then next field is for number of years completed in between 1 and 100, means we have to set min and max value, which is particularly provided in restrictions attributes of input tag. Then next office phone number, add your home page, and last is upload your photo, choose file. Then graphical submit button is provided here. Then code for this output is basic structure of HTML. First doc type HTML, then HTML tag, head tag, title tag, inside title, form in HTML, 5 title is provided here, close title tag, close head tag. Then in between body tag we have to design form. Form method equals to get or post can be set. Get is the default method. We here use post method. Then next, first we have to first field we have to display name. In front of name we should write input type is equal to text. Then we provided in restriction some input attribute, that is autocomplete is provided here. Means previous input will be display for that field, that means previous user's value will be show. Then next attribute br tag is included here. Then next email, for email input type is equal to email should be created. Then next date of inspection input type equals to date must be provided, due to which it display date time picker. Then office time, for office time we can set it as a input type is equal to time. So time picker is provided along with time and a particular year date will be displayed there. Then next input is number of years completed. In between 1 to 100 input type equals to number, minimum number provide here 1, max is equal to 100, because we have to accept the years completed in between 1 to 100. Then office phone number, that is telephone number, input type is equal to tel. That field is required, so we have put here required attribute, required restriction attribute. Then add your home page, that means we can add home page address here, URL or path of our home page. Input type is equal to URL, name is equal to home page is provided here. And then last field, upload your photo. In upload your photo we have to write here input type is equal to file, name is equal to photo. Then br tag, after that graphical image submit button is created here. Input type is equal to image, src equals to path of that image, then alt equals to click here to submit, and width and height is provided. Width equals to 50 pixels, height is equal to 20 pixels. Then close form, close body and close HTML. That means the output we have to display as this, as like this, name, then email, all fields will be displayed as like this. And for this particular we have to create this code. After that we can create different form examples with the help of input new advanced input particularly types and different attributes along with particularly provided in this particular lecture. You can also solve this example. Exam form you have to design, enter your name, email, date of birth, age between 15 to 20, then upload your 11th mark sheet, then submit and reset button you have to create here. Thank you.